Good morning and welcome to Thurstonfield, just a short drive away from Carlisle. Behind us is this fabulous 5-bedroom detached house. It's got a selection of barns to the rear, a substantial plot which measures around about 2.2 acres, but also has full detailed consent for a detached residential dwelling in the garden too. Now, the property that you look at behind us has got a mix of different ages, and it's not just this bit, it's all of it, and a courtyard behind it as well. The accommodation has been lovingly renovated throughout over the last 25 years while the current owners have occupied it. And that includes a fantastic barn conversion, which has been converted into a huge kitchen diner. All of the bedrooms are large. There's a really versatile use of space throughout. And this includes the the barn conversion that was done to the side has been done in such a way that you could use it as an annex or a divided house so that two families could potentially live together. The uses for this place are vast. But the one thing that I do need to mention, you've got fantastic views. The garden and the field to the rear are absolutely beautiful, and they have far-reaching views over towards Scotland. But we're only a few miles away from Carlisle in this beautiful, beautiful village. And I'll pan round and give you a little bit of a view of the streets. And we've got this lovely village green in front. And every house around is of the period which really makes all of this village stand out so well. And as you can see, we come back to the beautiful house behind us. Right, I'm going to take you around the plot, have a look around. There's a lot to see, so brace yourself, and hopefully you like what you see. Okay, so we're walking up towards the Hollies now. Now, as I mentioned in the opening of the video, this is a large 5-bedroom property with a lot of space. It's a listed building. There's a lot of different ages of builds here, which are quite fascinating. There's a lot of period features which make this property what it really is. We've got this substantial front garden, and it's worth mentioning in that it is this whole section here is the sun pretty much all day, which is fantastic. But what a beautiful house. So as we come into the front door, we've got this nice tiled flooring. As you can see, it's definitely got a period vibe about it. This is currently being used as a study, but what a lovely reception room. Even complete with this almost copper hooded fireplace, which is really, really nice. And the view from the windows are over the village and that little village green. Now, you're close enough to everything, transport links and everything else, but this is a small village, and you've got that village vibe about it. It's a great place. So the sitting room that we've got here is absolutely lovely, and I've got this fantastic fireplace with an emblem on it, which I've never seen before. So I am probably a bit sad, I know, but I find it fascinating, the history that comes with this building. And I definitely don't know what that emblem is. So it's, yeah, quite an interesting one. I'm going to do a bit of research on later. But as we look through the double aspect window, again, what a beautiful, beautiful place. So as a listed building, it has been very well detailed and very well thought out, as it's been renovated over the last 25 years that the vendors have lived here. They've subsequently made sure that all updates have been carried out. We've got a new utility room which has been put in here, and the oil boiler is housed over there. So there's plenty of space to be able to keep everything out of the way of the main kitchen and living area. There's just a little hidey hole underneath the stairs there. And as you can see, you've got a fabulous staircase which goes up, and that lovely picture window which looks to the rear. Coming into a snug area which has got a stable door that leads out onto the courtyard. You've got a lovely little wood burner, nice bit of brick. It's got, I can imagine sitting in here of an evening. It's a very pleasant area. And we've got another kind of little inner hall. Now, in here, they've got a sauna and bits. It's just another reception room or another usable space. Probably a very good study, if I was to be completely honest with you. As we have a look in the cloak room, we've got quite a nice sized cloak room. Yeah, again, a good usable space. And the other thing we've got another stable door going outwards. Now there's various amounts of doors that lead out to this internal courtyard. And when you go out there, you'll start to understand how light and bright it is. And as I said, there's another doorway that leads out onto that courtyard. And then we come to the main functional sitting room, where we've got absolutely loads of space. I'm just going to come to the other side so I can show you how it looks back. You've got another wood burner in here. I mean, this room is absolutely vast. And I think it was part of a barn conversion, which links onto the kitchen, which I'll come to in a moment because that's absolutely stunning. In actual fact, I'm going to leave that till last, a bit of a tease. So we've got this huge staircase that leads up. So we've got one staircase on one side of the building and another staircase on the other side of the building, which then feeds two parts of the house, giving the option for a split living if required. But leading back through to the other staircase, and we'll pop upstairs, have a look at the bedrooms. I'm leaving the kitchen diner till last. You know, I like to build up the moment, but that is a fantastic room, and yeah, really looking forward to showing you it. So I'm not going to take them in any particular size order, but I will start in this room. Lovely and light, beautifully decorated. It's a really inviting room and been refurbished well. And it looks over at the front, and I keep coming over to that, but it looks over that lovely village green again, which is quite idyllic and very nice in the sunshine today, I have to say. We have an ensuite here with a shower and everything else you could need, a few steps down to it. So, coming through into, well, I wouldn't say the master bedroom, but it's being used as the master bedroom, but it's vast. There is another bigger one, so I'll give you your own interpretation as to whether or not you think that should be the master. But again, those double windows, a lovely size room, and a chaise lounge to be able to take over that view every day. Very nice. So we come through into the next part of the house where we have the family bathroom. And what country residence wouldn't be complete without a clawfoot bath? So we have a nice freestanding bath and, you know, obviously a fairly recent addition by the look of things, and it's very, very, very well kept. Now this side of the property will start to make a bit of sense from what I was saying downstairs. There's obviously a staircase that leads up to here, which I'll show you momentarily. We've got a playroom here at the moment and a lovely large double bedroom, and it is a good size. So this is part of what you could make self-contained if you really wanted to. And we come to this landing area. Now the landing is lovely. Got that staircase that leads back down to the sitting room that I showed you earlier. And I'm going to save the master bedroom until last. But we have this fab room currently being used as a study, but would make a fantastic bedroom, or as it's being used as a second sitting room. So you can truly make this all self-contained. And then as we look in here, we've got a great shower room, which again feeds this floor or this section of the house without having to go anywhere else. So here we go. I'll see if I can crouch down and pan up. But this room is almost cathedral-like in its height in the ceiling. And the barn conversion was done absolutely beautifully. Again, those windows overlook the view to the front. And then if we stand back here, we've got fabulous panelling, a little mezzanine storage area. What a great room. Absolutely amazing. So that kind of concludes the tour of the first floor. So we have 5 bedrooms, a toy room, an ensuite and a family bathroom and a shower room. Downstairs, we obviously have a lot of rooms and a lot of extra space, which is fabulous. And if you did want to live with parents and family living together, and you wanted to have independent space from each other, you do have that facility. But this is the room. So as we come into here, we have this lovely family kitchen dining area. And then when we break through past this beam, we've got this vast, vaulted, elevated ceiling. It's amazing. And a lovely kind of handmade kitchen, very country, and with a bit of granite work surfacing. So what a nice place. I mean, the house is huge. Hopefully you're getting the feel of that. It's got a vast amount of space. Everything is done to a really nice standard. And all of the rooms are big. So there's a lot of rooms, but they're all completely functional and serviceable. A great use of space. So if you've got a big family, this really could be for you. So as we come out into the internal courtyard, we have lots of different ages of build, as I said, from the outside. So this would have been added on as a farmhouse over many, many, many years. Yeah, it's got its own individual character on that basis. The red brick style houses, there's not as many of them in Cumbria. Lots of sandstone, but not necessarily so much red brick, and that's quite exciting. And as you can see, this is the latest conversion. I think the vendor said about 12 years ago, which gave that fantastic kitchen space that we've just came out of. So we have a barn. Now, this barn is, it's listed. It's as a storage space, it's absolutely fine. I think they use it for putting logs and this, that and the other in, just to give a bit of a brief view. I mean, I think it's fairly watertight. And then as we come through the back, we have quite a lot of stabling. So there is 2.2 acres. We've got lots of storage areas. There is 2.2 acres. So if you wanted to have a couple of ponies or something like that, then you've got plenty of space to be able to do that. And you do have a stabling facility, which fits very well. But the last thing I think on this part of the tour to mention is that there is full consent for a detached, quite a decent size one actually, detached property, which has got full detail consent to be built there. So if you were thinking about, I don't know, expanding on the size of your family and you wanted to have parents or grandparents live with you, if you're looking at something maybe from a investment perspective, so you can build something and have a holiday let or have a development opportunity, one of those, it's got that there. I mean, just because it is there doesn't mean that you have to build it. It's not something I've made an allowance of in the price. It's just an extra bonus should somebody want to do so. But the true beauty of this property is not only do you have a fantastic sized house, you have an amazing amount of space all around you. You've got this unbelievable garden. I'm not going to walk to the end of this. I think the vendor said it's about 1/4 of a mile in total. And it follows all the way down over the crest, all the way down, and the views in the distance are stunning. I'll see if I can zoom in for you. So there we go. We've got a significant sized house in a beautiful village, just a short drive away from Carlisle. It has all of the loveliest attributes, being a listed building with lots of history and lots of quirks. There's more accommodation than most people can or will need, but plenty of room for families who grow. You've got a barn which can easily be made fully watertight and used as a great storage area, maybe even with subject to planning, maybe some sort of conversion into an office or somewhere to work, live. And then as the final icing on the cake, you've got a building plot, if you wish to have it, with full consent to build a decent sized family home, and give yourself plenty of garden still to remain to go with the main existing house. There are limitless options, and I'll just walk through and give you the final glimpse of the house before I finish this video. And yeah, what a pleasure it's been. So this house is coming to the market. It's likely to be very popular. The village is fantastic. And if you're interested, please do give us a call on 01768 881111. And we naturally will be delighted to book a viewing for you. Thank you.